This new YouTube channel has skyrocketed to over 30 million views and a massive number of subscribers in just 5 months. What's truly remarkable is how the channel, by simply sharing heartfelt tales, manages to captivate its audience with top-notch storytelling and stunning visuals that keep viewers glued until the very end. And if you're skeptical about the monetization potential of such channels, think again. The best part is these videos are surprisingly easy to create. This channel is already cranking out new content daily, and I'm here to make it even simpler for you by providing all the tools you need to create similar videos. We'll cover everything from crafting compelling scripts to editing the final cut. Since having a great script is crucial for this niche, we won't just use a generic ChatGPT script. Instead, we'll provide the AI with the right details to generate stories in similar style. So let's get started. First step is to create our script. We could take the easy route and ask ChatGPT for a 200-word heartfelt story, but the result would be this boring introduction. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to go about creating the script. First, grab some sample scripts and paste them into Google's Gemini. Then ask Gemini to analyze the samples and spin out a brand new, unique story that still captures the same engaging style. These samples consist of 10 transcripts taken from the top videos of the channel we're modeling. As you can see, Gemini has crafted a fantastic story for our video. While ChatGPT can certainly help in this process, I found that Gemini tends to deliver better scripts for this niche than any of the ChatGPT versions I've tested. Feel free to give it a try and see the difference for yourself. The second option is to extract the transcript from one of their videos. This isn't recommended, so we'll be paraphrasing it. Before heading over to YouTube, let's start by installing the YouTube summary with ChatGPT and Claude Google Chrome extension. Once it's set up, head over to the channel page and pick one of their most popular videos. For our demo, let's choose this one featuring a police officer and a boy. To extract the transcript for this video, go to the video URL and replace shorts with video. This will allow the short to load like a regular video. Now, just click on this icon to extract the transcript. Once you've got it, delete any unnecessary parts and then prompt ChatGPT to paraphrase the transcript. Take a look at the result. ChatGPT will even correct any missing punctuation. Next up is generating images for our script. Start by asking ChatGPT for 20 prompts to use as a basis for creating images for your story. These prompts won't be overly detailed, which is actually ideal for our purposes. They're not meant to be used directly for image generation, but rather as a guide. If you need more detailed prompts, feel free to ask for them. But for this demonstration, we'll focus on creating a separate description for each of our characters. As you can see, we've got a very thorough description here to work with. If you're a GPT Plus user, you can use the Consistent Character GPT to generate images, but it can sometimes be tricky to correct issues like this one. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any permanent solutions for fixing this problem. For those on a budget, freemium tools like Leonardo AI can be a good alternative. But for our short video, we'll stick with Midjourney to create our images. Before we dive into Midjourney, let's start by crafting a prompt for generating our police officer. We'll opt for a female character to give our video a unique twist. This prompt looks promising, so let's copy it and head over to Midjourney. I've already set up a private server for Midjourney, so let's navigate there now. Our first task will be to create the initial character, which we'll then use as a reference to depict her in various scenes throughout the video. To get started, type /imagine, followed by the style of image you're aiming for. In this case, a high-resolution digital illustration. Paste your copied prompt and make a few adjustments. Remove any unnecessary background information and facial expressions and specify the hairstyle. Finally, add the command ~AR space followed by your desired aspect ratio to set the dimensions for the image. Take a look at our images. They look fantastic. To select the one you like, use U1 for the top left image, U2 for the top right, U3 for the bottom left, and U4 for the bottom right. Choose the one you want and then proceed with generating the other images. Before moving on to the other scenes, let's save our reference character for easy access. Copy the link to the selected image and then type /prefer option set. Next, click +1 more and choose value. Type ~cref followed by a space and paste the link to your character. Then go to option and name your reference. Let's call it Lisa. With our character reference saved, we can now move on to creating the other scenes. To get started on our first scene, return to your list of generated scene prompts for inspiration, or copy them one by one. Type /imagine and paste your prompt. Be sure to specify the image style, aspect ratio, and add ~Lisa to include the character reference you saved. These images look great. Let's explore the variations of the top right one by selecting the corresponding option. Once you find the variation you like, simply choose it here. Since the image dimensions are already suitable for short-form content, there's no need to upscale. Now, let's move on to generating images for our next scene. Follow the same process as before and make sure to include the character reference for each generation. To streamline the process, use the same method to create and save your second character reference. Here are some of the images we've generated for our second character. With our images ready, let's move on to creating the voiceover. Head over to ElevenLabs and paste your script. You can select one of the available voices, but I recommend exploring the extensive voice library to discover something unique. To simplify your choice, you can refer to this compilation of my favorite voices that I've put together. For this demonstration, we'll use Adam, a popular voice on social media, to generate our voiceover. Once that's set, you can select a track from YouTube's audio library for our background music. However, if you're aiming for a truly epic soundtrack, consider exploring premium services or creating your own music with AI. The final step is to compile the video. Start by importing your clips and placing the voiceover into the timeline. Remove any unnecessary pauses and silences from the voiceover, and arrange the video clips to match the flow of the story. Next, go to Transitions and drag your preferred transitions between the images. You can use as many different transitions as you like, or click this button to apply one transition to the entire clip. Enhance the visuals by adding animations to each clip for extra engagement. Choose your favorite filter and apply it to the timeline by dragging it to the end of the clip to cover the whole video. Then, select all your images and create a compound clip. Go to Effects and add a vignette to the compound clip. Finally, go to Text and generate captions for the audio. Now choose a template from here. Reposition the captions to the center and scale them slightly. Feel free to change the font type, though the default looks pretty cool. Finally, add background music and reduce its volume significantly to ensure it complements rather than overpowers the content. All that's left is to export the video at 1080p resolution, and this is the final result.
A police officer was sitting in her car when she noticed a boy stealing medicine from a store without paying. The officer called out, "What are you doing?" And the boy started to run, but the officer quickly caught him and said, "You're in trouble now." The boy was then taken to jail, and every day the officer could hear him crying and repeating the words, "Stay strong, Mom." One day, the officer received a call from a woman who was concerned because she hadn't heard from her sick neighbor or the neighbor's young son for several days. The officer rushed to their house to check on them, but when she arrived, it was too late. She found a woman lying in bed, holding a photograph. When the officer looked at the photo, she saw it was the boy she had arrested. On the back of the photo was a message that read, "My son, please help me. I need the medicine."